Welcome back to the Spiner. Today we are tackling one of the most fundamental topics in differential equations. Second order linear homogeneous ordinary differential equations with constant coefficients. This is a mouthful, but looking at the equation makes it clearer. We have ay double prime plus by prime plus cy is equals to 0. The coefficients a, b and c are just constants. The homogeneous part simply means the right side is equal to 0. To solve this, we need a function whose derivative looks like the original function, just scaled by a constant. The natural exponential function is perfect for this. Let's make an educated guess. Y equals e power rt, where r is a constant we need to find. If we take the first derivative and the second derivative and then substitute them back into our differential equation, we can factor out the term e power rt. Because an exponential function e power rt is never equal to 0, the only way this entire equation equals 0 is if the polynomial part is equal to 0. This gives us ar square plus br plus c is equals to 0. This is called the characteristic equation. We just have turned a calculus problem into a basic algebra problem. Since this is a quadratic equation, its roots will dictate the behavior of our solution. There are three possible cases. Let's look at the first case with a practice problem. Y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals 0. We write down its characteristic equation by replacing the derivatives with powers of r. This gives us r square minus 5r plus 6 equals 0. Factoring this, we find two distinct real roots, r equals 2 and r equals 3. Because the differential equation is linear, any linear combination of solutions is also a solution. So our general solution is y of t is equal to c1 e power 2t plus c2 e power 3t, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constants determined by the initial conditions. Now what if the roots repeat? Consider y double prime minus 4y prime plus 4y equals 0. The characteristic equation is r square minus 4r plus 4 equals 0, which factors out perfectly in term r minus 2 squared. We only get one root, r equals 2. This gives us one solution, e power 2t. But a second order equation requires two linearly independent solutions. To find the second, we multiply the first solution by t. Our general solution becomes y of t equals c1 e power 2t plus c2t e power 2t. Finally, we have the case where the discriminant is negative. Let's solve y double prime plus 2y prime plus 5y equals 0. The characteristic equation is r square plus 2r plus 5 equals 0. This doesn't factor easily, so we use the quadratic formula. We end up with the complex roots. R is equals to minus 1 plus minus 2y. Here our real part alpha is 1 and our imaginary part beta is 2. Using Euler's formula, we can rewrite the complex exponentials in terms of sines and cosines to get a purely real solution. So now let's see how to calculate the C1 and C2. So we previously derived the solution of our complex root equation, and initial conditions are given as y equals 3 at t equals to 0 and its derivative is equal to 8 at t equals 0. So let's apply the initial condition to our function y of t at t equals to 0. This gives us c1 equals 3. So now taking the derivative of y of t using the product rule, and in the final answer we plug in the value of t equals to 0 and y prime of 0 equals to 8, and then solving for c2, this gives us the answer c2 equals 2. So plugging c1 and c2 gives us the final answer. Thanks for watching the Spiner, and I'll see you in the next derivation.